Thank you. My name is David Waters, and I'm testifying on behalf of the Convention of States, the Indiana team, and in support of House Bill 1123, States of Emergency General Assembly Sessions. I was one of the millions of Americans unsettled by reports in early 2020 of the latest virus emanating from China. I remembered the 2002-2004 SARS threat and the 2009 H1N1 threat, and wondered how our government would perform this time. As the reports about COVID-19 increased in frequency, so did the reported level of threat to our way of life increase. Little did I suspect the effect the virus would have on the structure and function of government. From my civics education, I learned about a structure of state and federal level, 3 co-equal branches, and how they work to form one government at each level. And then from my commonplace point of view, I concluded that my federal legislative branch did not work. They performed poorly, preoccupied themselves with trivial matters while completely missing the need to defend the American public. Fortunately, the concept of federalism undergirds our governing practice. At first, I thought my state government's functional plan for emergencies worked appropriately, given the many unknowns of COVID-19. I understand the need for executive decision-making to address an emergency when it first emerges. But at some point, months ago, I concluded that the need ended and that my state government's functional plan for emergencies failed to include my and my fellow Hoosiers' voices. Our voices are represented by our legislature. We have an unalienable duty to defend our liberty. And the legislature is the institution to make that defense. I think unchallenged executive decision-making is a ruling form of government rather than a governing form. I consent to be governed, not ruled. Therefore, in principle, I support House Bill 1123 because it leads toward the resumption of a more representative republic that is our form of government. Does House Bill 1123 provide adequate remedy? Anything can be better, but I'll take what I can get now. I'm glad the legislative branch recognized this opportunity to assert its role in governance. I look forward to an opportunity to individually speak with the members of this committee and persuade each of you to recognize other instances where the legislature must assert its role in forming a more perfect union. Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to testify today.
Thank you, Mr. Waters. Does the committee have questions for Mr. Waters?